Hey PJs, welcome back to another video. Today I'm reviewing dope slimes. I haven't reviewed them in a while, so I decided to. So I purchased from them all the way back during Black Friday, so that's why there are two Christmas themed slimes. I hope that's okay. I just haven't gotten around to filming them until now, so that's why it's so late. But anyways, I purchased 3 slimes. Besides the slimes, I got a slime care card, some borax, a wristband, and a piece of candy. And here are the slimes. They all come in these white screw top lid containers with their Slime Shop logo on the top, the slime name on the side, and a warning label on the bottom. The first slime for review is Santa's Cookies and Milk. This is a 2-layered slime that comes with a snow fizz slime on the bottom and a butter slime on the top. The slime is scented cinnamon roll and Christmas cookies, and it comes with a themed sprinkle mix. The slime smells as described. It's a very warm type of holiday scent that smells really nice. And what I do really like is that the cinnamon doesn't overpower. I've noticed with a lot of cinnamon scents that I get that they just kind of get like really strong and like almost spicy, but this one's not. It actually smells pretty balanced. I did have a pretty hard time mixing this slime together. As you can see, I really don't like cutting any of the mixing process. I like to show like the whole thing, but this one was just gonna take way too long, so I kind of mixed it mostly off camera. I hope that's okay, but I will say at least I think it's because of the top layer. It was a butter slime, but it was a very heavy butter slime. Like, I kind of stiff as I played with it, and I don't think it was like a leakage issue because like the package and like containers themselves and whatever were shrink wrapped and stuff, so like I don't think that was the issue. I just think that there was like too much clay. I could even smell clay mixed in with the scent, so I think it was just very clay heavy butter slime. Once fully mixed, this slime turns into a holdable butter fizz slime. As I stretch it, it does kind of get stringy, which is just another component to having too much clay in your slime. And usually that kind of problem happens when you have like an older butter slime that you've played with for a very long time, but this one has never been played with before. I just think it came with like way too much clay in it, at least in my opinion. It made it hard to mix together and stringy as you stretch it, and it is like extremely dense. And like I did say, it's a butter fizz slime, which it is, but like it's got a lot of clay in it. I did find it satisfying though that it does hold its shape really well. Like you can kind of mold it and shape it into whatever, and it's really not going to move, so that's kind of interesting. And every once in a while I can get some occasional bubble pops out of it, especially if I inflate it, and once I do inflate it, it does have sizzles to it. Overall, I would say this wasn't a bad slime. I just think that it had way too much clay in it, like from the very beginning, because the top did feel almost like completely clay. I kind of questioned for a little bit if it even had like glue in it, which I mean, it might not. I would assume it does, but I don't know. It's just not my type of slime, and I was taking a gamble on getting this one because I'm not a big fan of butter fizzes in the first place, but I just think this one was too much clay. Because of that, this slime is getting 4.5 out of 5 pajamas. This next slime is Car Wash Bubbles. This is a tri-colored butter slime that is scented New Car, and for anybody that knows me, you know why I picked this one. I had to get it because it's scented like New Car. Come on, like that's awesome. And the colors are just so pretty, and I like butter slimes and stuff. I was just like, this one seems perfect. I gotta try it. I was so happy when I opened the container for this one because it does smell like New Car. It also kind of smells like soap, like from a car wash, which I don't know if that's just like me just being tricked by the name and the color and stuff. You know how our noses can do that thing, but yeah, anyways, it smells like those. And then I also smell mandarin oranges, so like a citrusy smell, but like not regular citrus. Like if you've ever smelled mandarin oranges, you know that they smell like way different than most fruits, you know. That's what it smells like. It smells really good. I actually like really enjoy this one. The colors were absolutely gorgeous, definitely on point, and reminded me of a car wash. I loved mixing it together because like all the colors just mixing looks so pretty. And I know that a lot of people don't like that grayish green color that these types of slimes turn into, but I actually really enjoy them. I'm a little biased because I do like the grayscale with colors and stuff. Like, I love black, grays, white, stuff like that. So this color doesn't bother me. I actually like it. And the greenish part to it just reminds me of storm clouds. And I've always found the look of those very relaxing. So just staring at the slime relaxes me. The texture is definitely unique. Not really anything I've felt so far, which is nice. It's soft and moldable, spreadable like a butter slime, but it feels very plush and squishy, which makes it fun to poke and obviously squish because it's got like a slight bounce to it. Like, it doesn't actually bounce, but it kind of feels like it does. It's so hard to describe, but it's a very fun feeling. This slime inflates over 2 times its original size and has a lot of sizzles to it. I was a little scared because it started to feel tacky as I inflated it, which does happen with these types of slimes, but I did add a little bit of activator to it because sometimes it can just be that it needs to be more activated and stuff like that. And it still felt like it was tacky, but it wasn't at the same time. Like I'd squish it, I'm like, it's gonna stick to my hands, and then it didn't stick at all, which is awesome. It just is a really weird sensation to feel. But I am giving this slime 5 out of 5 pajamas. And the last slime for this review is Holly Jolly Crunch. This is a duo colored bingsu slime that is lightly scented mistletoe. It comes with Santa and tree phemos and a bow charm. So to me, this slime smells like sweet nothing, which doesn't really make any sense because it's so hard to describe, but like sweet nothing is the best way I can say it. Like, it smells sweet, but there's nothing you can compare it to. It just smells like the essence of sweetness. But not like a bakery sweet. It's closer to a perfumey sweet, but it's so hard to describe, but I like it. That's what it smells like. And then it kind of smells like glue, but not regular glue. It smells like if you're doing a project in class, like if you're like, picture yourself in grade school and you're doing a project that requires glue, and you can just smell glue in the classroom. That's the type of glue that I smell, and then you mix it with the sweetness. I don't know, I actually kind of like it, and I wish it was stronger because it smells good. It doesn't smell like mistletoe, but it smells weird, and I kind of find it oddly relaxing because like it reminds me of childhood. Anyways, the bingsu beads in this are gorgeous. I love how vibrant the colors are, and when they mix together it just looks all Christmassy and cute. And the base itself is dense and thick, which I don't get a lot with bingsu slimes. I think this is the first one I've had that's like this. Usually the base is just like a regular clear glue slime, and then it just leads to a very light and airy texture as you start to inflate it, but this one's a lot more dense, so it leads to louder bubble pops and like a less airy base, which is really cool to feel. Like, I didn't think it would change the texture that much, but it completely just rearranges how the slime feels. I don't know if the thicker base was intended, but it gives it just like so much more, at least in my opinion. I've always loved the airiness to bingsu slimes, and I'm always going to enjoy that, but I think I actually prefer a denser base now that I've felt it, because it just feels so interesting, because like it's so bubble poppy and airy and stuff, but like still dense at the same time, and it's an experience. It's also a lot more holdable than a lot of bingsu slimes that I've had, so I appreciate that as well. I will say the only downside is it does seem to have more residue than I'm okay with. I know that bingsus can have like a lot of residue to them because there's a lot of air in it, so slime is more likely to just like get caught on your fingers and stuff, but I would say this one has a decent amount more than I would say I can handle. Because of that, I'm going to give this one 4.7 out of 5 pajamas. And with that, that is the end of this review, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. Dope Slimes is definitely one of those shops that I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about, like I mean a lot. So if you've tried them before, let me know what your experience was like. I think most of mine have been good. Now I am signing off, and I will see you guys in the next one.